Hello, gamers. Hello, noobs. I'm with one of the most experienced players on the site. He's been with us since the Tier O. Three-time captain, in my opinion, the best assassin on site. Player who really understands the game, with insane 68% spy win ratio after 3,500 games. Captain of the Walter Juniors, he's the one who knocks. Meir.
Hello, Pat. I'll give. I'm happy to be here. I have to give a slight correction that I was not on TRO, but I started on TRP.
On
But
Tier P.
very
Alright.
happy to be on this legendary show with you today.
It's really good to have you. Alright, let's jump straight into the game and go over the players. So 1.1 is Mick, Sacred Jab, Ingenu, Llama Percy, Hats, and Bubbles. So Ingenu is probably the best player in this lobby. He's very experienced in comparison to all of the other players, but maybe Bubbles. I'm not sure. I don't remember how many games Bubbles has played.
I agree with your assessment. I would say Ingenu and Bubbles, I think, are the more experienced players in this lobby. Jeb has played some, but I don't think as much as the others.
I know that Jeb has won a reward for being the best VT in one of the previous tournaments, so he plays a lot during the tournaments.
Right. Yeah, he was in the last one.
Alright, so let's go over them. So 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 are like the most basic stuff you can see. And 1.4 is not trying to draw any new info, it's just on picking hats. And I personally hate this 1.4.
Yeah, it's pretty weird after Ingenue makes Bubbles a confirmed res from M1s until further notice, right? Because after Bubbles looks so good, to on pick anyone else is a little strange.
Yeah, so I would say that Llama is claiming bad at once.
Llama is claiming not happy to pick Bubbles, for whatever reason.
Definitely.
Could be spy or lower chances. It's like something else.
So if your hat's on this position, and if you pick Bubbles, you're getting removed. So,
Yeah,
so who is Hats
probably.
picking? So Hats is probably getting removed anyway because people will follow him once. But if I would be in Hats' position, I would be thinking about 3.1 as of right now.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, I definitely don't think about 3.1 until 2.5 happens, actually. Um, but like I get what you're saying. Let's see. So we had a pick reject on 1.2, which kind of makes Jeb look a little good. Then Ingenue
It's of happening
picked
1.4.
out on picks totally outside the other two off picks. Oh man, I do not like that pick. That
And
is, I mean, on the one hand, yeah, it's just adding to M1, but that is so not what I would pick as like anything.
and this is the first accuse. Yeah, I think that 2.1 should be something different. So probably removing Hats and picking, or maybe keeping Hats and then adding someone like maybe even Mick. Man, Geo said. Oh, so yeah, I will add this one thing. So Mick and Hats, they
Mhm.
actually really dislike each other. I remember Mick was in one of the previous lobbies and he was like, if Hats is going to be playing the game, he was talking about that previous game, then he's gonna quit or something like that. They really dislike each other because of this one game that was played. It was duo, and Mick was Maryland and Hats was VT, Racing, Assassin, like all crit.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Ingenious adding. So what was 2.3? It was also adding. Well, does it? I think that Mech is looking better. I wouldn't add myself.
Well, Llama kind of. Look, I don't know how new Llama is. Maybe he, she, I don't know. Was maybe they were uh just like picking Hammer as a conservative pick, but
Mm-hmm.
it was not good. And then Hat's picking Bubbles anyways, kind of not taking it seriously.
Almost fails.
Uh,
Doesn't really surprise me. So Hats, I think that Hats shouldn't pick Llama Percy. So if Hats is
um,
Russ,
yeah, I mean, 1.4 and 2.1
and
are
this is
not great.
square pegged, so he thinks it's Percy and Mick. That's why Mick would be accusing, because he knows that his co-spy is on him too anyway. Could be, but people don't think so. Whatever. Whatever? Question mark? Okay, this chat seems interesting.
Sounds pretty spy.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point of that? Is he trying
It's
to
not
sound like
Merlin.
Merlin? Like, this is a solo
It's
app,
definitely
Merlin?
not Merlin. It's not. I mean, like if it's Merlin, I would morgue that Merlin in a second. So,
And it's for
um,
sure not personal.
it's sounding like upset that it was rejected.
Huh.
So it shouldn't be Merlin. It shouldn't be Percy. Actually, also,
Bottom? What
it
do you
could
think
just be
about
like a.
bottom?
It could be like a VT who's bored of the game.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it could
like
be. Could be a
bad
VT.
VTs are like that. They're like, oh man, I would have wanted to pick clean, but that obviously wasn't it. Like whatever. I don't want to admit that but it's probably just spy.
What do you think about Mick picking bottom? Alright, I guess he doesn't, but what do you think about bottom?
I think this is probably clean.
This pick.
Yeah.
Oh,
And like what else?
1.4 on picking his co-spy, and
Oh
it
man.
fails. Right, so I think that Mick should be picking bottom
Yeah,
more
bottom
than this,
four.
because then
Now
Bubbles
I
would
would.
get Hammer.
Yeah, I would go for bottom four now. 2.1 is like so weak. Uh,
Um, this
his
is very
bubbles really
unlucky.
just
Like, what does
not.
Res team get from this? Do people just Res Bubbles? Who do
Wait,
you
what
Res
do you mean?
Mick?
What does rest team get
I
from
mean,
this?
what does because usually after M3 fails, you can expect one person to look very Res.
Nah, I mean that M3 just happens because Hats looks bad and Llama on picked him. It had to go through. Like, what else is there gonna be?
Well, I was thinking
And
about completely
not
opening
only
the
did Llama
ones.
on pick him, he on picked him when Bubbles looked really good.
Hmm.
And like 2.1 is just like not caring at all that Llama didn't pick Bubbles when Bubbles kind of should have been picked. So it could just be like lazy adding to M1, but I wouldn't be happy with it
Hmm.
if I was someone else in the game. But then Hat's doing that and the 1.4.
I'm curious about the chat so far. At least pick me in the M3 golf, so it's not a guaranteed fail. Well, give info Mick. So Bubbles is the one pressuring Mick? Oh, because he solo rejected 3.2? The pick 3.3? I don't know if Bubbles should be
Anti-llama
doing that.
bubbles is another thing, I guess. Like again, 1.4 and 2.1 are both pretty bad. So if it's anti-llama bubbles, then Hats is just like a VT who said whatever because he
What
was
do you think
disappointed
about this
about not
chat?
picking clean.
So
Oh,
Mick
make a
is
spying
spying
jab.
Jeb, and then Bubbles says, cool. Jeb, are you spying him back? This sounds very spyish. Like trying
Uh,
to create a conflict. Also, yeah, that's a very good point from Jeb. Why is Bubbles asking Mick for info when Bubbles has been on both fails?
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Sure, I can give info. but he rejects it.
Jeb
Those
sounds pretty good.
I agree that Jeb sounds good. Yep. Bubbles I can
Oh,
give info.
1.4 is about.
I really dislike how Bubbles is chatting this game. Like those chats when you start saying something and then you kind of drop and start talking about something completely different, like we can see here, is usually just like she didn't want to say anything. It's a complete filler chat.
Bubble sounds really bad now, though.
Okay,
Uh,
let's. How is he
I feel
picking
like I've always
4.1?
hated Bubbles chat though, even when she's res.
Oh, to be frank, I'm not sure. I would agree that Bubbles doesn't sound good. Good pickup. Up. What the fuck is this? Why is Mari me Pingu patting the hats?
I don't know who that is.
It's ambition. And
Is he in the
unfortunately we
tournament?
cannot, yeah, we can't mute that. Ingenie pick me or anything. Like, come on. Why are people involving Bubbles?
Okay, Jeb is like saying you could pick Llama and Bubbles if you want, but if anti hats Mick is the team, then 1.4 is like a crime.
It really would be a crime. And I, if that's the case, then after this game, people will really flame each other again. 3 people rejected. Clean, you're not Merlin on square. Yeah, it's. I don't think it's square. I don't think anyone thinks it's square. Go Ingenia has bubbles. Oh, okay. Is it bottom with Mix spying Jeb? Yeah, Mix spies me out of his ass, but that's is less than useless. Oh, so he claims anti-hats and Mick with this very unfortunate 1.4 and then 2.1 and Mick being the only one to accuse when Hats and Mick. Now this should have been a completely different 2.5.
Is it bottom four and Llama is dead Merlin?
I really hope not. Because bottom should be picked by Mick over 3.3. Whoa, that's
Hats is like
stupid.
claiming square.
What is Hats
I
doing?
think. I think he's trying to say like 3.1 is clean.
Okay, this is not Ras Chat. He's trying to claim a suiciding Merlin. And Caps Chat. Okay, we will see some deductions. Let's go. It looks like it.
Does Caps chat, is that like against the rules?
I know that Geo was deducted for spamming in Caps all game.
Kind of deduction, team losing points or losing games in the tournament?
It's a personal deduction. I'm not sure
Okay.
if if it counts the team. To be frank, I'm just not sure about that. All right, if it's bottom, then we lost. All right, I guess it's not.
Okay, so
Bubbles is fresh. All right,
well,
this
Hats
is
is
fresh.
just
Hats would be a spy.
he's like claiming dead Merlin, kinda, right?
So yeah, I would just pick this. I would repick 4.1.
Yeah, I mean, anti Hats Mick. Man, if it's anti Hats Mick, then
Come on, yeah.
1.4 it just makes me sad.
Yeah, then Hats should be, he should really be removed from M1, M2. I'll just go for it. What is he picking? Oh, he's, wait, 4.3?
Yeah, 4.3.
All right. All right.
Okay, so Hats uh,
Well, we will see if he's
is
that Merlin.
is outed spy if this.
This
Let's see.
sounds like this looks clean because there's no chat like we won or like
Yeah,
did we lose? Cap. Oh, wait a second. Oh, okay, no, he's just outed spy and trying to do any. Whoa, whoa. We are looking at some deductions here.
he's just trolling. He's just trolling.
But he says that he will not approve. I can't approve. This is very not okay.
This is super annoying. Just vote. He's just being a drama queen.
I know you're live. What the fuck? Okay, okay, he's just trolling, whatever. But it's very annoying. He's just wasting people's time. Alright, let's think about the ad. Mick or Jeb? So Mick was the first person to spy Jeb.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
Bubbles
regardless,
was the one to say like, Mick, do something, and then Mick spied Jeb.
man, 1.4 is just
A
like not
tragedy.
caring. It's just not caring about all the other picks.
Uh,
Like,
it's literally saying it, if I'm Raz, then they are probably wrong. Yeah. Alright, so who are we adding? I would be adding Jeb. But who are the PRs? Is Bubbles
yeah,
Merlin?
no, Jeb is the ad. It's not Mick.
3.2? Mix solo regging?
No way.
Bubbles Merlin? Ingenious to Bubbles? No. No way. It would be Llama to Bubbles probably. Thinking that it's zigzag
No,
because of
it's.
1.3.
I think it's this.
Alpha proof. So you think it's Jab, right?
Yeah.
I agree with that. Definitely on chat. But depends on PRs.
Um.
Like if Mick is a VT, and like if Percival, if I would be Percival, then I would probably add Mick if I would be Percival to Bubbles.
All right. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. They're all up, going with Mick.
Well, the thing is, this team doesn't have many Merlins. It's not gonna be Llama.
Yeah, but
Mm,
Hat's off app.
maybe you think that he's only of approving dirt? Or you think that if it was dirty, then he would off approve? Yeah,
Oh.
to be frank, I really don't like reading into off happening from outed spies. I feel like I just can't get any info from that. I'm VT. Bubbles is VT trust. Huge VT here. Huge VT.
No.
Unless. So what roles engineer? Is it VT? I don't think so. I honestly don't think engineer is VT. All right, we lost. We won?
Hmm. Oh, it was Mick.
So it was Mick after all. So it should be
Yep.
Bubbles. It's in Bubbles or engineer. What do you think?
Boom. All right.
Oh, okay. What? Put bubbles?
Jeb carries. Jeb overrides and carries.
Oh, what was this
Hey,
assassination?
Jeb is my player,
What was this
and he
assassination?
absolutely carried this game.
What is this assassination? What is the difference
Yeah,
between me and
I
you?
did not have a read on this. I mean, Llama picking 1.4 as VT is just new player randomness.
What is this assassination? This is insane. What?
No,
Shoot
I mean,
bubbles.
it's funny because he was right.
Yeah, I'll pop
Shoot
bubbles.
bubbles. Yeah, I didn't even have time to think about this, but like the assassination. But I also just had a wrong read on who was res even. So anyway,
All right, this
all
was
right,
a
not
short
the
game.
most interesting game, I guess. From for commentating, it kind of moved pretty fast, and we were well, I was wrong about everything pretty much. So, but
All
but
right,
anyway,
let's
good stuff.
see you again, guys.
All right.